Recording is on.
Okay, cool. All
right, so let's start.
So we are good to go. Sorry, we're kind of behind. But let's get focused here. All right, so you do want to go over the budget real quick or what? Or do you want to save that till Thursday?
No, I mean, I would just leave it on Thursday, maybe. Quickly, we do the certification on Thursday at the main session.
All right, so let's
think
just
it's okay.
So obviously there's like tax stuff. So I mean, I think reviewing the priorities list is good. I think, you know, obviously doing investments is essential. So, but I'm fine reviewing the priority list and then doing the view up if you want to do it like that. You know?
Yeah, I would first do. I don't know if you saw my communications on the 1099s.
No, I did not. Should be AGC.
Yeah, it's part in AGC and part in core team. But for you specifically, AGC. Yeah. So basically, after our session yesterday, I went back to, I'm writing here, the drawing board, let's say, and I always wanted to do it because I remember there were two responsibility organizing that were like incomplete. Some had some parts, some the other, very confusional, and we had to organize them well, and never got to do it. And obviously, it was a very big mistake. And so I finally did it yesterday, and by doing that, obviously, I realized that I really realized and grasped the importance of the 1099's work as a foundation for the whole taxes filings that we will need to do for the whole year, which I didn't understand because I wasn't following the responsibility organizing in the process in the right way. So I was missing all of this, and I wasn't taking it seriously enough. I don't know. Instead, they're super important, and now I understood, and we need to. So I went back, and I mean, some things we did. So I restarted everything basically, restarting everything and doing the things the right way.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as the 1099s go, I mean, I don't know what the desired outcome would be, but if we want to focus on that, we definitely can go over the desired outcome, but we could see where that fits on our overall priorities list.
Yeah, I mean, I did a list of the organizations and individuals, right? So I just wanted to go over them with you, and which is the first responsibility after the setup.
Okay, but anyways, I still feel like we should review the priority list and see where it is. I mean, I think that can also easily happen on Discord, right? Or we could put it at the end if we have time. But I just don't necessarily think it's like a top priority to like ignore everything else that needs to be done, you know, for the VA session.
No, I don't know, because I mean,
unless they want to not do the VA session, right? If we want to just not do a VA session.
No, I definitely want to do it, but I mean, it's just a review of the list that I created, so I don't know. But I mean, it's a VA session, so yeah, we can do it later, no problem. Yeah, it's only Andromeda.
Because it would not be helping me with my work; it'd be helping with your work.
Yeah, no, we can do it later, no problem. We can do it also Cobalt, Sonic, or on Discord. Yeah.
Okay. So I would just say we do the priority list to figure out where all fits into the priority list, and then we can go on to a view up and figure out what we want to do next.
Yeah, great. No objections.
Okay, so let's just go into the priority list.
Yeah.
And we can also see, how all this fits together. I mean, for me, going to topic 1. So let's just call it list. So the primary goal here is that, there are obviously additional money priorities that are not included in the list, right? So this includes a lot of this stuff. So the budget's already there. And we have the 1099s, we have taxes, and we have, this team money responsibilities, tasks.
Team manager responsibility. What you were saying yesterday, you mean the team support, basically.
Well, it's not team support. It's team money and responsibilities and task updates, right?
Yeah, I thought it was more than that, like a general team priorities list, like we do with the executive. We want to try to do it for the team as well.
Yeah, this would just be a list of responsibilities or processes that require status updates.
Yeah, with the upfront pay stuff.
Stuff, right?
Yeah.
So another way I think is good is just like management status reports. I think that's the best way to from it, So basically, anyone involved in management on money priorities would need to do a status report, and then the other proposal here is to require management status reports every off week from executive status report upfront pay stop. So that would basically be a weekly upfront pay stop in relationship to quota. So we could do all at the same time, or they're all due at the same time as the executive status report, or we could do it all separate. Anyway, because that's kind of like a separate topic. So let's not worry about that for now, okay?
Yeah.
But I definitely think that we want to add it. So those are the 3 main things that need to be added somehow. So let's go into the actual priorities list.
Because what I was thinking when you mentioned yesterday, I was thinking since we need to do the worker criteria verification, right? Part of the criteria verification is that you need to take. It's required that you take on 2 management positions, one for internal operations and one for client work. Correct. So I don't know if we still want to keep 2, but at least one man each worker need to take on a management position, right? So I was thinking that we should do this management. Now they said this management status update, like with each tab is like a management role, a manager role, and there we have the priorities for that management, and he needs to do the manager needs to do the or the team. I mean, it's obviously it's a team effort. But I was thinking.
Yeah, well, we'll go over it in detail, but
Yeah.
the key is that we need status updates on specific responsibilities and specific priorities. So just like the executive list, the executive list has like what, 30, 40 different priorities that have to be checked in on every 2 weeks, right?
Right.
So the management list is going to be similar, where it's going to be like 10 to 50 separate priorities. And then within each priority, we can have it clear, like, what is the management position that oversees, each priority. and then who is the manager, right? So I feel like you could technically just list what the manager position is, and then have a separate list of the actual people of who's each manager, so you don't need to like redundantly put names next to every single priority. But then each manager would need to do a status update and update the team. And we would just need to make sure that every single priority got an update every 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Anyway, we'll go through this. We can make it its own topic. I would say this is the top priority. I would just put it near the top. But anyways, before we add that, let's just go through the first one, which is transferring funds. That is completed, right? We're good on our funds.
Let me open the list. Priorities. Yeah, that's okay.
All right. So I made that good. The current status is that currently have enough funds in the added IC account to check every week. So that'll give us a month on that one.
Hmm. Yeah.
So to make it a 5.4.
Okay.
Okay. Next, we have crypto investments, crypto stock investments. That's all good. So what I want to do is I want to add a new category at the top. Just put it at the very top. And so this is going to be well, the priority is this money management status updates.
But
Status
but why only money? I don't understand. What should be on
because this
all?
is support. So the proposal, as you see, the proposal is to require management status reports. So the management status reports will also be under the executive side as well, right? But the money management also needs to go under the money support. Okay.
But for example, for the money we already have an accounting status update once per month, right? So partly we already have that for the money. I was thinking more broad, like for at least client management or yeah, at least all the client work.
Well, sure, but the client work related to money includes the taxes, which we
Yeah,
do not have a status update requirement. And again, the accounting is monthly, so this would actually have a general, like I would say that the accounting is a different responsibility from the status update because the accounting actually is work that needs to be completed, whereas the management status report has nothing to do with actually doing work.
correct.
Remember, so this is exactly the same as the status updates for the executive status.
Hmm.
That's required to be on every 2 weeks. And in order to do the executive status updates, there's no work required.
All right,
That
as long as it includes taxes and client work, it's fine to me.
Yeah, well, the idea is it's going to include everything, right?
Yeah.
And this will directly go into the management team, right? And then but for now, obviously it's coming out of the executive team to coordinate the management.
Hmm.
But the bottom line is that this is different than the existing accounting support, the accounting responsibility, because the accounting responsibility, first of all,
It's
happens
work.
once a month. Second of all, it's
Yeah.
actually work to be done. So
Yeah.
this new management reporting, status reporting, would be required every 2 weeks. So that means that for the accounting, there would need to be a status update every 2 weeks, regardless of whether or not the work got done. Otherwise, it would be an upfront pay stop. So you can see how it's related to the accounting, but it's actually different. It's a different process because it's just reporting. It doesn't have anything to do with actually completing the work.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the category would be overall money and subcategory FQN, I guess. What do you think?
I don't know. Yeah, money websites.
I mean, this is work organizing, right? So
It's management, money management.
Okay, so it's a new subcategory. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So next steps, we need to do a topic and set it
Next
up.
step on this obviously is topic immediately. So hopefully we can prioritize this topic, and then
Set it up.
proposal and get new policy, and deadline. Upfront. This will be an upfront pay stop deadline. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Right, and then for me, that's the top priority at this time. So then we have these other
Sorry,
ones.
Jay.
Yeah.
Jay, one thing. 5 minute break. Top bottom of the hour.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go do 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Then when we come back, I mean, I don't think we're going to go through this entire list, but we can at least go through like all the top priorities.
Yeah, it's a long list.
Yeah, and also there's not much green at the top of the list.
Yeah, there's not green at all. Yeah.
All right.
All right. 5 minute break.
5-minute break.
Yes.